सकते हैं, आपको अनुभव है, मुझे कोई खास करके बताने की ज़रूरत है. That was for Indians, not for you people. And I have to tell you thank you very much for this celebration, for all these beautiful balloons. But looking at these balloons, we have to also see some of them who have lost their air completely. This is another problem we face in the West. Because to have ego itself, according to the Western culture, is a very great achievement. And when we start living with our ego, I know how one looks like. He really looks like a stupid fellow. When he talks, when he describes himself, you don't know where to look because you just feel like laughing at his stupidity. Ego is the outcome of stupidity. I don't know what to say, how to give a simile to ego, because it's just bloated and makes you float in the air, and when it bursts, you are down on the earth. But you are not down on the earth the way Sahaja should be down to earth, but you are completely finished. All your arrogance goes to waste. You can never understand Sahaja if you have this ego in your head. I have known people who have this ego. They have come to Sahaja and still they want to think that they know more than anybody else. To know about yourself, you have to go deep down. And to go deep down, you have to give up all this idea which makes you float in the air. Imagine if you have a big balloon attached to you, how can you go deep down into the sea? You cannot. That kind of air which makes you float in the air, absolutely in an area of stupidity. What else? I mean, English will think there are no words. Stupidity means everything. Then you may think no end of yourself, you may think whatever you like, you can behave the way you like and all that. But what do you achieve? You achieve nothing out of it. Whatever you achieve, people are jealous of you. They want to harm you. You have no friends. Nobody cares for you. And in Sahaja, people know who has got this problem. So, I have seen people, when they start talking, they say, he's the same. We know him. We will. Once I had an experience in long time back in Pune, where the people who were owning that Vada said that we cannot have Sri Mataji's program because she is not a Brahmin. So the Sahaja said, all right, we'll give it in the newspaper because she is not a Brahmin, we cannot have a program. So these people came to my program, and the owner of that was sitting on the gallery on top. He couldn't even walk, he was suffering from some sort of a funny disease. So these people suddenly start, I didn't know, they didn't tell me anything. They didn't tell me that these people have protested or whatever it is. So they all started shaking like this, like this, like this, like this. Oh, I said, what is this? So I said, what is it? He said, Mother, stop it, we know you are Shakti, but stop it, it's too much, too much. But what did you do? They said, we didn't do anything, we just said, this is a Brahmin's thing and Brahmin's Vada, and this area is mostly resided by Brahmins. So we thought that you cannot have your program. I said, really, that's all? Yes, yes, that's all. But they say, see on the other side, see those people, they are also shaking with your power. So I asked them, who are you? Are you also Brahmins? They said, no, no. We are certified mad people from Thana. And how are you here? He said, there was one fellow was mad, was cured by. Really? So our superintendent is here, he has brought us here. We are certified mad. Certified. My goodness. These people looked at me. I said, see now, you tally. You are shaking and they are shaking now, you tally. Where are you? They got quite nervous. And they all became Sajogis. Not only that, but the gentleman sitting upstairs, I told him, you get up and come down. He came, and since that day he surrendered his life and did a lot of work in Puja. So what I am saying, that anybody who talks like that this is wrong in Sahaja Yoga, this should not happen, we should not have paid so much, or this leader is not good, should take a paper, thin paper on his hand and put it before the photograph. If you can stop the shaking, then you are well. All of you can try this. Then try on the right hand. Very practical. If the paper is shaking, that means Mr. Ego is shaking. And you know how to treat your ego in Sadhu. Thanks to Muhammad Sahib, he has told us how to treat it. Now these two problems are within us. One of them is our conditioning, and another is this ego business. And we make our mind out of that, and we are playing under the governance of these two things which we have used to make this mind. Now you have to be careful. You find out with left hand. Now let's see. If the left hand is shaking, then you are conditioned. If the right hand is shaking, then you are egoistical. So now you treat it. You treat these two things. Before me you will get vibrations, all right, because you see I am your mother, all right. But that doesn't mean you are all right. You try on my photograph, that's much more sharp. So being mother, you know, I play around, I think, or I don't know what to say, but maybe you may not feel that. But before the photograph, you put on the left hand side a newspaper, or a little paper, or a thin paper. On the right hand side, another paper. One by one you try and judge yourself what are you. After all, you have not come here in Sahaja Yoga to emancipate me. You have come here to evolve yourself. And because of that, you have to face yourself and see for yourself what is within you which is very strong, which is troublesome, which is dragging you down, which is killing. Sahaja Yoga is nothing but ocean of joy. I thought that in my absence you will be all enjoying it all right. You do. Airport I have seen sometimes I am late because of the plane for 4 hours, 5 hours, and everybody is so fresh and so nice. And in the morning I said, what's happening? The whole night we have been enjoying mothers. So what you enjoy in that is collectivity, samuhik. That collectivity you should enjoy only by getting rid of your nonsensical boundaries that you have built. And then you see the joy. All the time you will be floating in joy. There is a sense which people have, which you may not have before realization. Some of the people were amazed how deep they are, how they took to Sahaja Yoga. Supposed to be very great men. Supposed to be people of very great principles, but very hot-tempered, tolerant about people. And they take to Sahaja Yoga just like this. Because inside there's a big depth. So that everything is absorbed without any problem. Everybody can achieve, but one has to be careful as to the two wheels of our mind. One is the ego, another is the condition. All kinds of conditionings are there, especially in India. In the West it is all kinds of egos, different types. I have seen so many types and varieties of egos. I was surprised. To face that, I didn't know what to say. It's a very, very subtle thing which people have carved out of their minds. So for you today, it is to be decided that you are only still small children. And like small children, you must have a very clean heart to accept, to absorb the beauty of peace that is within you, and also the beauty of purity. Without purity, you cannot enjoy anything. So in Sahaja Yoga, though we have so many people, I must say the purity of these few saints who lived earlier, we have to yet achieve. For example, yesterday they were singing about Ali. I was so very happy because he was an incarnation. And his purity people are singing now, not at that time. He was killed at that time. He was tortured. At always they do. Then we have many others. We have here Dum Dum Sahab. See, what a great thing to come to. We have here Nizamuddin Auliya. We have so many people in our country itself that nobody, no other country can claim. They have one, say in England they have William Blake or this and that. We had so many people. Why? Not because we were very good people, but because we were to be improved. Things had to be done. So they were born. Though this is a yoga bhumi, anywhere you go in India, I was surprised in Haryana, so many great saints lived there. But they were all tortured, troubled, never understood. It was so painful and hurts you how these stupid, ignorant, blind people torture them. So now, it is our duty of Sahajogis to first of all find out who is a saint. Even among Sahajogis, as I described in Hindi language, there are people who try to trouble others. If you have no recognition and understanding of what is the truth, what is love, what is pure compassion, then you are not a Sahaja. It's like an obtuse angle. You look at a person with an obtuse angle, you don't see anything. One-sided. Now, at this juncture, when I am so very old now, I have to request you that you turn your eyes to yourself, introspect. Because among you there are some people who will try to divert your attention, will try to say things. Very easy to say, he is very dishonest, he is very immoral. Very easy to say. What are you? We have to now understand that Sahaja Yoga is to be consolidated through synthesis. We are believers of synthesis. Any divisive thing that comes into your mind, you should just throw it away. This is a request on this day I make you, that you please introspect. Unless and until you introspect, you cannot even respect yourself. You cannot even love yourself. If you love yourself, you will introspect and find out what's wrong. Supposing I love this sari, then if I find any doubt about it or see any dot somewhere or something, I'll get it clean. I'll not be proud of it, wear it and go around, say, see, I've got so many spots. In the same way, you should be not proud of whatever such temperaments you have within yourself. And don't talk like that. Christ has called them murmuring souls. He said, beware of the murmuring souls. I would say, throw away all the murmuring souls. That's the only way. In Hindi, they say Bakwasi. Their name is Bakwasi. Means the ones who just chatter, talk all nonsense about others, doesn't know what he is. It is much more in India, I must confess. I'm sorry though I'm an Indian. It's a habit of talking ill of others, sitting down, just chit-chatting. They will not talk of Sahaja. How many people know Sahaja Yoga in the proper way? I mean, if I have to give degrees, what degrees I should give to you? Tell me. You don't know even about your vibration. Of course you are Sahaja Yogi because you have fallen into this trap of achieving evolution. But how many are really grown up into it? You can. So I have to again and again tell you, to make me happy, you have to give up all these nonsensical, cheapish talks, but try to understand from each other what we know of Sahaja. Discuss it and contribute to this knowledge by describing your experiences of Sahaja. There are many who do it. I am not saying they don't do. But even just one bad fellow, he can spoil all of them. Like one bad apple can spoil all the apples. So what do we do? Throw away the apple out of the basket. It is important. See, even I feel all this standing like a witness to you. Silent witness. When I see big mountains, and I think they are like great saints who are watching, and they are trying to record what is happening in this world, because they also understand, they also know. I have to again and again tell you that today is the day to see your own self, your own chakras, your own, I should say, defects. That will give you permanently the joy that is promised. You will get thoughtless awareness, also you will get doubtless awareness, but never get into the trap of your conditioning and of your ego. This is what I have to tell you today on this day where you are celebrating. That you celebrate your own birthday. Celebrate. See for yourself what you have achieved and what you are going to achieve. It's time for you to celebrate than to celebrate my birthday. I'll be very happy to celebrate your birthday than to celebrate mine. So may God bless you.